Good morning, beautiful calm creators. Welcome to another episode of Everyday Calm with the Rain. You know that feeling when your phone has too many apps open and everything starts lagging? Yeah, that's your brain right now. You're not actually too busy. Your mind's not overloaded because you're doing too much. It's overloaded because you're carrying so much unfinished mental clutter. That one email you never responded to, that someday project idea that's collecting dust, that awkward conversation you've been putting off for weeks, maybe even months. Your brain doesn't forget a single thing. Every one of those open loops is quietly stealing your energy piece by piece, and you probably don't even realize it. Today, we are going to break down this mental mess, why your brain won't let go, and most importantly, the exact steps you can take to clear that clutter and feel free. Now imagine your brain is like your bedroom. When it's clean, life is good, you feel calm, you can find things, everything looks easy. But when it's a mess, piles of clothes everywhere, random junk scattered about, you are left feeling overwhelmed. Now here's the kicker. Every unfinished task, every should do, every idea you have yet to act on is like a piece of clutter lying around in your mind. Whether it's something huge like I need to quit my job or something tiny like respond to that text, your brain keeps track of every single thing. And it doesn't care how small it is. If it's unfinished, your brain is keeping tabs on it. And the worst part, those tabs, they never close themselves. A few weeks ago, I was snappy, irritable, and feeling like I was running on empty. At first, I blamed it on being busy. But honestly, I wasn't even that busy. But you know what I was? I was carrying around a mental junk drawer full of unfinished tasks. That thank you text I kept meaning to send but I never did. That business idea which has been sitting in my head for way too long. That uncomfortable conversation I've been avoiding like my life depends on it. Every time I thought I really should get to that, my brain would add it to the pile. And just like a messy room, it felt heavy. Then one night, I had a breakdown over losing a sock. I mean, who has a meltdown over a sock, right? But that's when it hit me. It wasn't about the sock. It was about the mental clutter I had been ignoring for weeks. Now here's the game plan for clearing your mental clutter without losing your mind in the process. Clearing those mental tabs is not about adding more to your to-do list. It's about closing the right loops so that your brain can finally breathe. Step 1, the 5-minute brain dump. Set a timer for 5 minutes, no more, no less. Write down every single thing rattling around in your mind, both big and small. That conversation you need to have with your partner, the decision you've been avoiding for days, the random thoughts that keep popping up and stealing your focus. Everything goes on the list. And yes, this includes the things you're putting off, even the silly stuff like the thank you text. Because every single one of those things is draining you in the background. Step 2, the 60-second close. Now take a look at your list and choose one thing, just one, that you can close right now in under 1 minute. It could be as simple as sending that text, making a decision, just let it go. Why? Because small wins give your brain permission to stop holding on to those tabs. It's like giving your brain a high five. Hey, we did it. Step 3, the not mine check. This one's sneaky. You've been doing it too. You're probably carrying stuff that isn't even yours to deal with. Ask yourself, do I really need to do this, or am I just holding on to it because I feel guilty? Let me give you an example. Last week, I realized I'd been stressing over reminding someone about their work responsibilities. It wasn't even my job to remind them, but my brain treated it like it was. I handed it back. I told myself, this is not mine. I don't need to carry this. And that was freedom. Here's the bottom line. You're not meant to carry every unfinished thing forever. Mental clutter is like walking through life with a heavy backpack and no one's coming to empty it for you. So today, I'm asking you, what's one loop you can finally close today? Because the second you start clearing this mental mess, you don't just get your energy back, you get your life back. And you deserve that. If you liked this episode and felt like something shifted, I want to hear about it. What mental clutter are you closing today? Drop me a DM on Instagram at @ArinCorCoaching. Don't forget to hit the follow button and make sure you don't miss an episode. Go ahead and share this episode with a friend who deserves breaking free from the mental mess. Until then, take a deep breath and remember, you've got this.